hospital bed, battling a terminal illness, feeling trapped in a reality where your only escape is death. Now, consider that your decision to end your life is not only influenced by your suffering, but also societal pressures, legal choices, and a media that portrays euthanasia as an act of mercy. Would you say that is truly the most compassionate choice? This debate forces us to confront ourselves with these questions. What is the true value of human life? Why should it be compromised where certain circumstances call for it? And where do we draw the line? Hi, I'm Zara Sampson, and in this episode of Media Watch, we will delve into the perspectives offered by various media outlets, examining the evidence and arguments that shape their portrayal of euthanasia. Euthanasia is an unethical practice that fundamentally devalues human life. The media's portrayal of it as compassionate is a dangerous distortion, misleading the public and threatening medical ethics and societal values. In October 1993, Robert Latimer suffocated his daughter Tracy, who suffered from cerebral palsy. This case highlights how vulnerable individuals can be coerced to choose death under the guise of mercy. Latimer believed he was showing mercy, claiming that Tracy's suffering justified ending her life. He claimed it was something that needed to be done, even expressing hope that the law would allow parents to make such decisions on their child's behalf. This story illustrates a chilling reality. When euthanasia is seen as an option, those who are vulnerable are at risk of being exploited by social pressures, medical practices, and even their very own legal guardians. As harsh as it sounds, reality is clear. Murder is murder, whether or not consent is given. By ending a life, regardless of the reasoning, a human's being right to live is being denied. Tracy's disability did not cause her death, her father did. As humans, it is morally wrong to end the life of another. We cannot allow society to normalize such a profound betrayal of our most basic values simply because we believe it to be right. Why should anyone, parent or not, have the power to decide what their child's life isn't worth living? In a powerful article published by Catholic News Australia, the story of a 22-year-old Dutch woman, Romy, who changed her mind about being euthanized just moments before her scheduled procedure, serves as a beacon of hope. This story highlights the transformative power of therapy and the importance of rethinking, especially for those suffering from mental health challenges. Researchers have called it a beacon of hope, emphasizing that even in our darkest moments, there's always a possibility for hope. Since the age of 18, Romy had been enduring childhood abuse and led to clinical depression and eating disorders. In June 2023, she was on the verge of ending her life through euthanasia, but just before the procedure, the administrating doctor asked her 3 simple words: "Are you sure?" That question was enough to spark a shift in Romy's mindset. After considering therapy, Romy began to find value in her life once again, realizing that life, though challenging, still holds potential. She shared, "Because I've been so close to death, I see life as something valuable. It won't always go well, but I know there is light at the end of the tunnel." Romy's journey underscores the truth that there's always hope, and that sometimes just a moment of doubt can lead to the discovery of a brighter future. Romy's story must be served as a wake-up call to society. It reminds us that the rising number of patients seeking euthanasia, especially among those struggling with mental health, is a sign that we need to focus more on providing effective, compassionate care and support. Before we accept euthanasia as a solution, we must ensure that we have given people like Romy every opportunity to find hope, healing, and the belief that life is worth living, no matter how hard it may seem. The true act of bravery is not ending one's life, but in choosing to keep fighting for the possibility for a better tomorrow. In the article for Christian Concern, Paul Hawksley advocates against the legalization of euthanasia. "We should know, deep down, we do know that killing people and helping them to kill themselves is simply wrong," he quotes. Once we accept that life can be ended to relieve suffering, we risk sending a dangerous message that some lives are less valuable than others. This especially is true for those who are more vulnerable, those with disabilities, the elderly, or those struggling with mental health. Imagine the pain of someone already battling despair, only to feel that their lives are less considered and expendable by society. Legalizing euthanasia opens the door to a slippery slope, where a practice initially limited to the terminally ill could expand to anyone in distress. As seen in Romy's case, people suffering from depression, anxiety, or chronic illnesses may one day face the cruel belief that their pain makes them a burden, that their lives are no longer worth living. Presenting euthanasia as a controlled, narrowly defined solution overlooks its potential for abuse and exploitation. Furthermore, euthanasia places medical professionals in direct conflict with the Hippocratic Oath, which commands them to do no harm. By legalizing euthanasia, we ask them to intentionally end lives, undermining the very foundation of their profession. The emotional toll on families, the irreversible nature of the decision, and the potential for coercion or regret are all real, heartbreaking consequences. We must ask ourselves, can we really accept the law that permits one human being to choose the death of another, especially when that choice may be in moments of underwhelming pain and hopelessness? It is crucial that we protect vulnerable individuals, uphold the dignity of life, and explore alternatives to euthanasia. Euthanasia may seem like a quick fix, but it's not a solution. It's a tragedy waiting to unfold, one life at a time. We must protect the dignity of every individual, no matter their condition, and provide them with the support they need to find hope, healing, and the courage to keep living. This is not just a legal issue. It is a desperate cry for help from people who feel their lives are less valuable because of a disability or suffering. We cannot stand by as a society and legalize a practice that could make people believe they are disposable. This is not just a matter of ideology or religion. It is a human issue that impacts not only the patients but also their families and loved ones. We must ask ourselves, are we truly upholding the sanctity of life, or are we failing those who need our care and compassion the most? It is our responsibility to protect life, to stand with those who are vulnerable, and to ensure that our decisions reflect empathy and support, not abandonment. The legalization of euthanasia does not offer a solution. It is a dangerous path that jeopardizes the dignity and value of every individual. Let us stand firm in the belief that every life is irreplaceable and no one, regardless of their pain or suffering, should ever be made feel that their existence is expendable. And this is Zara Sampson, coming to you live from Media Watch.